America, embodied by Washington, D.C., the city on 7 hills, can be viewed as the whore of Babylon primarily because of its unmatched global dominance in politics, economics, and culture, as described in Revelation chapters 17 and 18. This great city exercises immense influence over kings and nations, often leading them into decadence and moral decline. The wealth and luxury typified by America, evident in consumerism, technological supremacy, and cultural exports, resonate strongly with the biblical imagery of the whore adorned in purple and scarlet, decked with gold and precious stones. This affluence fuels a global intoxication with materialism and power, mirroring how the whore seduces the kings of the earth through her allure and corruption. Furthermore, the United States' role as a military and cultural superpower often brings it into conflict with biblical values. America's secularism, legal acceptance of practices condemned in Scripture such as abortion and widespread moral relativism, reveal a nation deeply estranged from biblical holiness. Its cultural export of immorality, from entertainment industries promoting sexual excess to legalized lifestyles contrary to biblical teaching, intoxicates the world, fulfilling the imagery of the whore whose cup is filled with abominations and impurity. Washington, D.C., as the political heart of America, symbolizes the seat of power and governance that propels this vision of Babylon. It is the hub where policies promoting material wealth, military interventions, and global hegemony are forged. The political leaders and influencers who commit adultery with economic interests, international alliances, and cultural acceptance of sin are seen as the figurative whore of Babylon, with power and prestige, who will be judged, as Revelation describes, for her persecution of Christians before the rapture. Moreover, America's spiritual condition reflects the characteristics of a former bride who has turned into a prostitute, as the nation was once founded with strong Christian principles but has increasingly abandoned them for the love of money and power. This betrayal reflects spiritually in the whore's narrative, once called to be pure and faithful, now engaging in alliances and sins that provoke God's wrath. The Bible's warning to come out of Babylon challenges a remnant of God's people in America to flee to the Holy Land before the beast and his 10-nation confederacy destroy her in one day. This occurs after the great tribulation and rapture of the church toward the end of Daniel's 70th week before the Battle of Armageddon, where Jesus returns with the armies of heaven to conquer the nations led by the beast and false prophet, followed by throwing them into the lake of fire. In conclusion, viewing America and Washington, D.C. as the whore of Babylon frames current global events through a prophetic lens where the nation's unparalleled power, wealth, cultural influence, and spiritual decline fulfill the biblical portrait of Babylon. Such a perspective aligns with end-time warnings to expect judgment upon Babylon for her sins and to anticipate divine overthrow of worldly empires that oppose Jesus when he returns to establish his messianic kingdom. You can read the full article with scripture references at End Times Baptism blog on Substack. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe, like, and share.